So I'm building a 241. So it has a 59 millimeter stroke, and of course a 72 millimeter bore. It has a nice reinforced block, and on the bottom. So it's a really nice setup, but the only thing is, the kit came with a cast aluminum flywheel, which is nothing wrong with these flywheels. This flywheel here has 28 degrees timing, and then some of the other ones have 18. And with this setup and the cam that I'm going to use, I'm going to need at least 32 degrees timing running on gas. So to make it easy to adjust timing without having to pull the flywheel every time to swap out a flywheel key, I'm going to install this Pulse Karts adjustable timing bracket. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to upgrade to a billet flywheel. So this thing's pretty nice. Comes with this really nice beefy ground strap, and then the hot coil with a nice Taylor wire. Then you have the adjustable bracket. So with this bracket, it makes it super easy to adjust timing. So let's say if you're running gas and you want to switch over to alky or methanol, all you have to do is pull a blower housing, loosen a couple bolts, and you can advance the timing 6 or 7 degrees. Or if you're running a stock flywheel and you want to upgrade to a cast aluminum flywheel with 18 degrees timing, you can adjust the timing with ease without having to pull the flywheel to swap out timing keys. So before I mount this billet flywheel, I have to cut these coil bosses 1/4 inch to mount the coil bracket. And that is to align the coil with the magnets on the flywheel. So I have to bring in the coil about 1/4 inch. Break out my trusty digital caliper and mark these at 1/4 inch. So to grind those coil bosses off, I will use my Dremel with a cutoff wheel. But like the directions say, you can use a hacksaw or a grinder. So even with the Dremel, it makes quick work of it. So I definitely be careful and measure twice and cut once just to make sure, because you don't want to mess these up. Use a little Loctite on these bolts. So there's our bracket. So I think now I'll go ahead and lap this flywheel in on here before I mount the coil. So let me throw some grinding compound on here, valve grinding compound. Install my stock flywheel key. No need for a advanced flywheel key, because not only do I have an adjustable bracket now, but the flywheel itself has 32 degrees built in. Torque this wheel down to 65 foot-pounds. So now for the coil, I use these spacers here on this side of the coil bracket, between the coil and the bracket, kind of like that. So we got the coil on there, and then I got the ground strap. So I'll hook this side to the head whenever I get the head on here. So now I'll set this coil gap to around 60 thousandths or so, 60, 65. I have my 60 thousandths sleeve already made up. So now, if I want to adjust the timing, each one of these marks on the bracket is 1 degree advanced. So this flywheel has 32 degrees in it, built in. So right now we're set at 32. But as I drop the coil down, we add a degree for every mark. So if I wanted to go with 34, I just drop it down 2 marks. So now I just lower it 2 marks and tighten her down, and that'd be 34. If I wanted to go with 35, 36, 37, as you go down, as the coil drops, the flywheel is spinning forward, so the magnets are coming up, and hitting the coil sooner, therefore advancing the timing. So right now we had 32, 33, 34, 35, right, 36. So right now we're set at 36. So I want to go back to the stock location, 32, because the flywheel has 32. I set it at the bottom mark here. So right now we're set at 32 for gas. And if I ever want to run alky or methanol with this engine, I just loosen these up and drop this down 4 marks. Drop the coil down 4 marks, and that would give me 36 degrees timing. So definitely an awesome bracket. It's nice to be able to adjust timing with ease. So I already installed this coil on another bike, the other GTS bike with the Predator 224. So if you want to see the difference a timing adjustment made, go check out that video. I'll put the link up here or up there somewhere.